joining us live from Belfast to talk about this procedure, Sheena, because it sounds like it could be a game changer for many women around the world.
Yes, I believe it is. I think this is a revolutionary step. A year ago, we knew that it was possible to transplant the uteri, but now we know that a healthy baby has been born as a result of the technique. This has been based on a decade of research work, very careful research work in Sweden, and similar research is being done in the UK. And I think this is a wonderful day when we have made a great leap forward in science.
There had been two prior attempts to this particular one, which didn't succeed. What are the risks? What are the downsides here?
Well, the worry has always been that the uterus would not have a sufficiently good blood supply to nourish the fetus right through until the time that it was born. And in fact, in this case, the baby was born quite early. But we don't know if that was as a cause of the treatment or perhaps because the woman who was the mother also had some health difficulties herself. For example, she had just one kidney. But this is a great success story because a healthy baby has been born on this occasion.
Is this, though, a realistic option for women that are unable to have children?
Yes, I believe it is. Of course, there's an enormous cost involved in this, and that's something which will be reduced as research improves and as the technique is optimized. These are women who have had either congenital anomalies, so they've been born without a womb of their own, or perhaps they've had a cancer in the past and they've had to have their womb removed. So this is the first time that this group of women have been offered the opportunity to have a family of their own. I think there are big advantages over surrogacy, which of course goes on around the world, in that another woman will carry the child for the couple who wants to have the child for their family. Here we don't have any other people involved. The ethical issues are much less than before, and of course the birth mother is the genetic mother, and she's able to give birth to her own child, which is absolutely wonderful.
And when you say that the research needs to be improved, how far are we from that improvement, that it actually does become a realistic option, as you say? I mean, how far are we from this becoming routine?
Oh, I think we're quite far from it becoming routine because of the costs involved and because of possibly the lack of donors. Now, the donor of the womb in this case was a person who was altruistic and prepared to give her womb to the woman who gave birth to the child. In the UK, we're hoping that couples or women, sorry, who have died, if they have signed to offer their organs to other people, then the wombs from those women who have died, perhaps as a result of a car accident or something else, those wombs will be able to be used. So there are many things that have to be considered and discussed, but the fact that a baby has been born is the first step and a very major significant step for infertility treatment.
And obviously the parents are delighted with this. Is it possible to say
Yes.
how many families can benefit from this type of treatment or transplant?
Well, the researchers in Sweden are saying there are about 15,000 women in the UK alone. I don't know what the global figures are, but that's quite a lot of people. So I think there are certainly many people who will be able to benefit from this. And of course, infertility is increasing in all the developed countries year on year. Around Europe, it's an increase of about 8% per year of couples who are presenting with infertility problems. So this is really quite a significant public health issue. And here we have yet another treatment of IVF technology that will be able to benefit couples who can't have their own families naturally.
Sheena Lewis, thank you very much for joining us on the Al Jazeera NewsHour.